What's good, YouTube? It's Quintessential Q, your quintessential ain't shit YouTuber here. And today I wanted to get into the response that MiHoYo, aka CapHoYo, released on December 7th. I didn't get to this on December 7th or 8th because December 7th wasn't my birthday. So I didn't want to do a video on my birthday. Of course, it's not like I saw this coming. No, none of us really did. So I didn't want to do a video on my birthday, and I was still hanging out with friends and shit yesterday. So, I didn't want to do a video then either. So 2 days later, it is what it is. We're doing this shit now. I just edited it 25 minutes ago. What? Who edited this? Anyway, I'm pretty sure it's the same. I'm pretty sure that just means they changed like one missing fucking period or like one missing like comma or something. Dear travelers, we've received a lot of feedback from travelers regarding issues with the character Zhongli. The developers have placed great importance on Zhongli's performance since testing began. We've been collating, reviewing, and analyzing everyone's feedback and had many discussions about it internally. We apologize profusely for our lateness of our response, which has left a bad impression on everyone. The truth is that since the character was launched, we've been closely following both the situations, both in terms of reviewing the feedback on social media and in terms of analyzing the game data on how people are obtaining, building, and using Zhongli. Oh, they've been analyzing. They said they've been analyzing. They've had the Sharingan on y'all from the beginning. We'd like to take this opportunity to have a conversation with everyone to share our thinking on Zhongli. When we design something, we hope to ensure that the player's experience and the mechanics are as diverse as possible. But frankly, fuck y'all. The same is true of Zhongli's design. Zhongli is defined more as a support character and not a DPS character like y'all been trying to build him. Even though y'all know that he's a support character, and everybody and their mama knew he was a support character. And we already know that he's shit as a support character, but we just felt like reminding y'all that he's a support character. And the core of the support role is the ability to protect others in a party, even though he's shit at it. Based on this, we have defined his core abilities as shield creation, which in this game is very, very unimportant. Who gives a fuck about shields when all the in-game content is DPS checks and not tank checks? So you can make shields all day. Shit, make shields till you're blue in the face, and it's still not going to mean shit. And controlling enemies, which is the only good thing he is good for. The Jade Shield generated by Dominus Lapidus provides effective absorption and covers without relying on any equipment. Dog shit. But it's shit. We're just capping here. We're capping. It's still shit. It still does no damage. The shield is meh, but it provides cover if you use the pillar, or if you just put the shield on. Planet Bivals exerts effective control over groups of enemies without relying on elemental reactions or equipment bonuses. But you're going to be building your teams for elemental reactions anyway, like a smart person. And you're going to be using equipment bonuses anyway, like a smart person. So, this was very much unnecessary. He provides CC, but I mean, due to lackluster damage and doing to that he's a Geo character, who cares? All of his elemental reactions are garbage. From a design standpoint, these two features enable Zhongli to fulfill his role as a support, even though he's still shit. I don't even know. We're really just trying to make money off y'all because he is a lackluster support. We shouldn't even put out this statement. And from a review of the actual game data, we have discovered that Zhongli is in fact improving Traveler survival capabilities. Yeah, we're talking about you, primarily. Yeah, mobile players. We know you can't dodge that well. That shield's been helping y'all out, huh? For everybody else, y'all probably haven't really been surviving that much. We're just kind of capping here. In terms of developing Zhongli and improving his abilities, Zhongli is a character who principally receives HP related benefits, unlike some other characters who are focused on improving damage. We say this because we assume that y'all can't read and that y'all cannot just read that his talents primarily scale off HP and that extra damage on his ult scales off of HP. We're just going to assume that y'all are stupid and that y'all could not read that for yourselves. So that's why we're telling you again that he gets HP related benefits. The main way in which HP improves Zhongli's abilities is by helping him survive, in contrast to high damage dealers. Because again, we must tell y'all that he is not supposed to be a main damage dealer. And he's supposed to be a support. Even though y'all have already found that out, that he is supposed to be a support, and y'all continuously complain that he is a lackluster support, we must remind you again that he's meant to be a support and not a damage dealer. Zhongli's role is to provide secure and stable protection for the party in all manners of combat environments. Even though that is not the case, because that Jade Shield and high level content, oh boy, that Jade Shield is going to be ripped like a new piece of tissue paper. You know, maybe 2 pieces of tissue paper. You gotta rip it twice. You know, it might eat 1 hit. Whenever we make adjustments to challenge stages, aspects of the open world system, and character themselves, we always start with the comprehensive analysis of the character's combat statistics, user feedback, and character ethos before making a careful and considered plan. We honestly don't give a fuck about any of that shit we just said because character ethos, who gives a fuck about character ethos? We made Zhongli be the god of war in our game, but he's dog shit at combat. So fuck character ethos. We just blatantly lied there. But y'all probably don't know what the fuck that means, so who cares? Character combat statistics, we've already been seeing the data that some players have been getting kicked from people's worlds just for playing Zhongli. So what combat statistics are we looking at? And even if we were to factor in one player experiences of people who are just playing single player and using Zhongli, we will see that he really, unless he is on a super hyper well team, he's not really doing anything for the team. Currently, we're engaged in a deep analysis of Zhongli. Not really. We're just saying yeah, so that y'all feel better. In future versions, we'll continue to analyze, assess, and adjust things so that all characters you love have their roles to play and moments to shine. That probably won't be Zhongli. Zhongli probably won't have. We will start doing this after Zhongli. So everybody else will have their moments to shine. Maybe not Zhongli. Fuck him. We can only ask that travelers continue to be patient in the meantime. In addition, we have discovered from player feedback that there is indeed a bug affecting Zhongli. After Zhongli's level 2 constellation, Stone the Cradle of Jade is activated. Casting an elemental burst may not trigger the damage boost of the elemental resonance of Enduring Rock. The developers are currently working on a fix and estimate that this fix will be fixed in an update. This issue will be fixed on an update on December 10th, 2020. Travelers will also be compensated accordingly. So there you go. There's your buff. There's your buff. He's now working as intended. So shut the fuck up. Because there's your buff. And have some primo gems. Maybe that will shut y'all up. Pull on Zhongli again, damn it. Please be assured that the developers will continue to monitor travelers' in-game experience and social media feedback in the same way we have been doing up till now. Which means we're just going to ignore all the feedback that you give us. Because that's what we've been doing up till now. Fuck what y'all been saying. Your generous support is our biggest motivation as we continuously improve Genshin Impact in the way we see fit and not as you think that the game should go. We don't give a fuck about y'all feedback. Anyway. Now that we're done reading this whole cap statement from MiHoYo, whatever. My thoughts. Obviously, y'all know my thoughts of all the sarcastic sentences that I've been adding in there, but just in case y'all didn't understand sarcasm, Zhongli is garbage. We're not gonna sit here and play around and beat around the bush. That Zhongli is garbage. He is underperforming as a support, since they wanted to focus on support so much, right? He is underperforming as a support character to 4-star characters as a 5-star character. They say one of his biggest things is protection through a shield. Diona has a shield. Xinyan has a shield. Noelle has a shield. And honestly, out of the people I just named, I'd rather have Diona, because guess what? She can provide me elemental reactions like superconduct, like melt, like freeze, and she can heal me. So not only does she give me a shield, she also can heal me. The shield can scale, the heals can scale. So why am I using Zhongli? Oh, but it's because of the second thing they mentioned, controlling enemy space. Controlling enemy space. Well, who cares about that when I can simply put Venti? The better Archon, as far as this game is concerned, I guess. Even though lore-wise, Venti is supposed to be the weakest Archon. So, we have both of his roles, which is supposed to be CC and shield creation, right? Both of those things are useless. Again, as I said in my bunch of sarcastic added statements, shielding is useless. Because guess what? This game is DPS checks. People keep trying to argue with me and say that, no, this game is not about DPS checks. It's not about DPS checks. If you go into high-end content and you keep getting one-shotted, that's not a DPS check. Jesus. It's still a DPS check because even if you had enough tank, enough health, enough healing to survive, right? You still need the damage to finish in the allotted time. So if you do not have the damage to finish a certain content, and that health and surviving is not needed just to do enough damage to clear the floor in time, that is what we would call a DPS Check. Anyway. So, his shield's lackluster. His shield doesn't warrant me putting him over any healer, not over Diona. Maybe the only healer I put him over is Barbara, and that's because Barbara is the weakest healer in the game. Doesn't warrant me putting him over Diona, doesn't put me warranting over Jean, I don't even put him over Bennett, just because Bennett can heal me. Doesn't put him over fucking Chi-Chi, like, then I'm reluctant to put him over Barbara. Honestly. And then even in characters that don't like fully just outright heal, we got Jingshu. Jingshu does a little bit healing when you get later constellations, but then y'all are gonna make the what about if you get Zhongli later constellations? So while his shield's up and it's taking damage, it can heal you. Oh my gosh, all the way at like con what 5, 6. it can heal you. It can heal you. Who gives a fuck? Who gives a damn? Who gives a damn? No one cares because no one's getting that many fucking Zhonglis except super whales. And the character should be good from the start, and the character is not good from the start. And even at C6, even comparing a C6 Zhongli, I would have a C6 Bennett, a C6 Jingshu, a C6 Barbara, a C6 Diona, a C6 Jean, a C6 Ningguang. I would rather have a C6 of any of those characters I just named before I have a C6 of Zhongli, just because how lackluster, mediocre, and garbage his kit is right now. And how little he provides to the team. So, that's that. Anyway. In other words, MiHoYo capping like a lot of these Zhongli people are capping. And I don't even understand that. That's another thing I'm going to go and touch on real quick. All you Zhongli loving people, why are y'all capping so hard that people want him to be buffed? Y'all are weird to me, right? Because if a character that I really like, that I enjoy playing, is bad to the point where everyone said he's bad and needs buffs, guess whose side I'm on? I am on their side because I want him to be buffed. Because if I'm already fucking shit up with that character, I'm gonna be fucking more shit up if he gets buffed. So y'all are weird to me. Y'all are weird. Hella weird. And like I said, I just don't want to see this trend of releasing lackluster characters and making their like constellations like damn near busted, and that's the way we now have good characters instead of having a decent character or a really good character at start, and they potentially become busted when you unlock all their like constellations. I feel like they should be a good character at start and potentially busted or damn near busted when you get all their constellations. And Zhongli is a bad character at start and becomes a decent character when you get all of his constellations. So but anyway, that'll do it for me. Again, it's Quintessential Q, your quintessential ain't shit YouTuber. You can catch me over, well, I guess this is the YouTube channel, but you can also catch me on Twitch at twitch.tv/quintessentialq and catch me at Twitter at twitter.com/Q my shit up. Link to both of those will be in the description below. MiHoYo needs to stop capping. All you Zhongli fans need to stop capping. Just buff the man. Goddamn. Just buff him. Make his E do a little bit more damage. Like, we not even asking for nothing crazy. Just make the E do a little bit more damage. Maybe buff up the shield a bit since that's what y'all want to focus on so much. And just call it a day. God damn, bro. Jesus. I'll be asking people to do the bare minimum and they don't even want to be doing that. But I'll catch y'all on the next one. Peace.